Long before currencies, long before the rise and fall of empires, there was gold. Deep within the silent architecture of the earth, it waited, a rare, incorruptible element forged in the heart of stars. Mined from the crushing weight of the rock and refined by the absolute intensity of time and fire. Gold became the ultimate anchor for human ambition. It is the one asset that cannot be printed, cannot be forged, and cannot be ignored. Forged in nature, trusted by generations. It remains the foundation of value in an uncertain world.
Gold is more than a metal. It is the physical manifestation of preserved energy. Unlike the digital promises of modern finance, these bars represent a store of value that is absolute. Its allure lies in its mathematical scarcity, its chemical durability, and its universal recognition across every border and every century. It does not rust, it does not decay, and it cannot be devalued by the stroke of a pen. In a world of infinite debt, gold remains the only finite truth. Scarce, durable, universal.
In the global marketplace, the physical weight of gold transforms into the high-velocity data of XAUUSD. Here, in the intersection of the London and New York sessions, gold becomes one of the most liquid and volatile instruments in existence. It is a 24-hour heartbeat, a constant negotiation between the stability of the metal and the fluctuating strength of the US dollar. Trillions of dollars in volume flow through this pair, driven by central banks, institutional giants, and the collective sentiment of the world. To trade XAU is to trade the very pulse of global macroeconomics, liquid, volatile, unrelenting.
Price moves for a reason, and in the world of high-stakes trading, there is no such thing as a random walk. To understand the true nature of gold, you must learn to look past the surface. You must see the structure beneath the digital noise. Behind every candle, there is a narrative of institutional intent. These are the footprints of the world's largest banks, mapped out in zones of supply and demand. We call these order blocks, the heavy shadows cast by smart money as they position themselves for the next major move. When you see the structure, you stop guessing. You begin to read the market as it truly is, calculated, intentional, struck. The retail world sees a breakout, a surge of momentum they are desperate to chase. But the professional trader sees something else entirely. They see the trap. This is the engineering of liquidity. Above every visible high, and below every obvious low, like clusters of stop-loss orders, the fuel required for institutional size to enter the market. In a single, violent sweep, those orders are triggered, harvesting the capital needed to drive the true direction of the move. The trap is sprung, the liquidity is taken, and only then does the real move begin. Manipulated, engineered.
The heartbeat of gold is the Federal Reserve. While gold is mined from the earth, its true value is often dictated in these halls of central power. It remains the ultimate barometer of the US dollar's strength and the world's uncertainty. When the headlines hit, inflation at 3.3%, interest rates held steady, the market breathes in a frenzy of revaluation. For the unprepared, this is chaos. But for the institutional mind, volatility is simply the shifting of gears. It is the moment when macroeconomic theory becomes liquid reality. Yesterday, gold hit a staggering $4,746 as the Fed's inflation battle continues. When the big picture changes, the chart's
opportunity without discipline is simply a faster road to destruction. In the XAU market, leverage is a double-edged weapon. It can amplify your gains, or it can vaporize years of capital in a single, uncalculated candle. Most traders fail not because they lack a strategy, but because they lack the emotional sobriety to execute it under pressure. When the margin calls flash and the equity curve diff protection is the plan you made before the chaos began. In this environment, profit is the reward for patience. But risk management is the requirement for survival. Discipline over emotion. Absolute coldness.
Mastery is not found in the perfect trade, it is found in the perfect process. It is the ability to stand before the most volatile market on earth and remain unmoved by the noise. It is the quiet confidence of knowing exactly when to strike, and more importantly, when to walk away. The gold standard is not just an asset, it is a mindset, a commitment to precision, a devotion to discipline, and a total respect for the math of risk. You have seen the structure